This video may contain spoilers about NCIS Season 19. Ever wondered why Pauley Perrette left NCIS so suddenly? What was the heartbreaking experience that had fans shower him with loving messages? And what can we tell about the upcoming seasons of NCIS, NCIS Hawaii, and NCIS Los Angeles? Keep watching to find out more. First up, what happened between Pauley Perrette and Mark Harmon? We'd like to think that the longer a series goes on and our favorite characters remain, the better the odds that they will stay until the bittersweet end. Sadly, the opposite is often true. Usually it's simply because the actor wants to expand their horizons, and that's what fans of NCIS assumed when Pauley Perrette confirmed that she was leaving the show after 354 episodes, not including spin-off appearances. Abby Ciuto, the character Perrette portrayed, was one of the core cast and had been on NCIS from the beginning, so it was really hard to see her go. But Perrette didn't leave because she wanted to expand her horizons at all. In 2016, Mark Harmon had taken his rescue dog, Dave, to set. Unfortunately, something went wrong and the dog attacked a crew member. The person was reportedly bitten in the face and needed 15 stitches. Despite that, Harmon continued taking Dave to set. This made some cast and crew members, including Perrette, uncomfortable, if not scared. But there were concerns about bringing it up because Harmon is a producer. Perrette decided to step up, and the decision was made that Dave had to be kept in Harmon's trailer or be on the leash at all times. Allegedly, Perrette was rewarded with a body check for that. Things didn't get better after that, and Perrette eventually felt like she had no other option but to move on. Next, Katrina Law wraps on project away from NCIS. Fans know her better as Special Agent Jessica Knight, and to them, it's very possible that she'll forever be Special Agent Jessica Knight. Thankfully, when an actor of an amazing show does want to expand their horizons, that doesn't always mean that they feel the need to step away from their main gig completely. Sometimes they just pick up a side hustle when they start feeling like they could use a change of scene. And in the case of Katrina Law, it was werewolves. In a recent tweet, Law confirmed that instead of taking a break, she's used the hiatus running up to the already legendary 20th season of NCIS to work on her next feature film. The film's called Year 2, and Stephen C. Miller, the filmmaker, also confirmed that filming had wrapped. He posted a picture of Law all decked out in combat gear in front of a fiery high street scene. Miller has been having a lot of fun teasing Law's sword fighting scene as well as some of the practical werewolf effects, because Year 2 is in fact about werewolves running amok in a small town. Fans are very excited to see Law take on another action-heavy role, yet in a completely different jacket. Fighting werewolves sure is a change of pace, but we're very excited to see Law once Year 2 comes out. But when that will be is still unknown. And now, NCIS fans support Wilmer Valderrama after heartbreaking news. On June 23, 2022, Wilmer Valderrama posted a message on his Instagram that shook the NCIS community. Wilmer's father, Balvino, had suffered a major heart attack on Father's Day. The experience was terrifying, of course, and prompted the actor to share a powerful message about his father. For Wilmer, Father's Day will now be ingrained in his memory as the day that he got another shot at making memories with his papa. While they were driving Balvino to the hospital, Wilmer wondered if that was the last time that he had with his father, and had to ask himself, have I loved him hard enough? Have I hugged him and told him that he did it, that he gave his family everything? These are the questions that everyone will ask themselves when put into a similar situation, when you're being confronted with the possibility that what you've got is all you'll ever have. Luckily, Balvino made it through and is on the mend, and he'll have another go at making sure he won't take the time with his father for granted. In an interview with Good Housekeeping, Wilmer confessed how much family means to him. He even bought his mother a house right next to his because of how important it is to him to have family close. Wilmer's message reminds everyone to not take anyone for granted, and NCIS fans showed him love by quickly showering him with messages expressing their love, appreciation, and happiness that Wilmer's father is out of the danger zone. It's not quite the same, but in the end, a fandom really is a little family on its own, isn't it? Hold up, next we're talking about all you need to know about the upcoming seasons of NCIS, NCIS Hawaii, and NCIS Los Angeles. When will they be released? And should there be more McGee? Let's find out. But first, when is NCIS coming back? After that infuriating cliffhanger at the end of NCIS Season 19, fans have been dying to know when Season 20 will be aired, so we can start counting the days already. Luckily, we now know when the waiting will end for NCIS, NCIS Hawaii, and NCIS Los Angeles. For the OG, NCIS is coming back to CBS for Season 20 2020 on Monday, September 19th. Most people are impatiently awaiting how the situation with Special Agent Jessica Knight will be resolved, but there are some who are secretly hoping that we'll maybe have a little bit of our Gibbs as well this season, if only for a moment. We have showrunner Steve Binder to blame for that. It was him who said never count Leroy Jethro Gibbs out, so fans have obliged. But whether he'll be coming back so soon? The only reason we can think that might be reasonable is because we're about to dive into season 20, which is huge. We can imagine Harmon would like to be a part of that, but we'll have to wait and see. NCIS Hawaii will premiere shortly after NCIS, with the gorgeous female lead, serious and authentic LGBTQ storyline, and breathtaking backdrops. Who doesn't enjoy watching NCIS Hawaii? Season 1 ended on a happy note, a kiss, so we're a little worried about what that could mean for the kickoff of Season 2. But again, we'll have to wait and see. And finally, NCIS will return to us on October 9th. Following, what can we expect of NCIS Season 20? The idea that NCIS has run for 20 years alone is absolutely bonkers. So what can we expect for the upcoming season of NCIS? Looking at how we left off things at the end of Season 19, it seems like things are about to get hairy for Parker. After the team seemingly solves the kidnapping of Parker's ex-wife, Vivian Kolchak, investigations into her disappearance reveal that the Raven has returned. The same Raven that almost killed Jimmy and Cassie earlier in the season. Special Agent Alden Parker and Vivian have to leave and lie low after Parker was framed for murder. And this is where things take an unexpected, ugly turn. We saw Vivian covertly sending a text, the contents of which chilled fans to the bone. It's done. I have him. If that is not foreshadowing what is to come, we don't know what is. It certainly implies that Vivian is in cahoots with the Raven, but it is very possible that's exactly what we're supposed to be thinking. Still, everything is pointing towards the fact that Parker is about to walk right into danger. Meanwhile, we hope that the relationship between Jimmy and Jessica will continue to grow after the big step forward they took in the season 19 finale. What do you think? Is this budding relationship going to work out? And before we wrap things up, a question. Should there be more McGee? Timothy McGee was never supposed to be part of the main cast, and if it wasn't for the fact that they were a few minutes short on an episode, Sean Murray would never have been called back for another round, but he was, and it just felt right. It was as if they'd found a piece of the puzzle they hadn't realized yet was missing. Knowing how important he is now, not just for the show, but for fans personally, it's impossible to imagine. McGee almost perfectly embodies that role of understated hero. Maybe he's not the guy you expect to see out in the field, but he gets the job done, all the while being the smart tech expert that he is as well. And once he's there, you really don't want it any other way. But that's exactly why it would be very interesting to see McGee deal with his own personal set of adversaries. Just like Parker is being tested and challenged, McGee deserves an empowering arc as well. Something to push him out of his comfort zone. Maybe have him depend on others, instead of the other way around for a change. What do you say? That's it for now. What kind of personal story arc do you think McGee should get? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.